Okay, so this morning we will be painting the child. As we've done before. Now, I'm a little confused because my stream doesn't seem to have started. Though I've started my stream. Come on, load. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. There it is. Okay. So what we've got to do this morning is mix up some colors. Start with goblin green, I think. Last week I meant to continue with the stream, but it was hectic as hell because I had some things going on at work. Goblin green might actually be the right color. I may not have to add anything for my base. Though I should probably blend his inner ear color first and paint that on. Then I can line it with green. What color are his inner ears? Flesh colored, blended into green. Well, I'll have to do that. I think I'll do that a little later. I'll get a base coat of nice green on there to start with. Didn't get blended up as much as I should have. Get a little water. Thin my paint a little. It's a little thick. That's good. Okay. This will probably require a few coats to cover up, but it looks like I thin that a little more? No, that's good. Okay. Since his eyes are going to be black, I have the freedom to paint over them if I really want to. I don't know, should I thin this a little bit more? It looks pretty good, but Yeah, that's pretty alright. I don't need to thin that anymore. It's not showing a lot of brush strokes or anything. I'm using my long round pointed brush, lay down this base coat, since I don't have to be too precise, even though it's got a fairly nice point on it itself. Now, I'm no painting expert by any stretch of the means. I've only been in the hobby for a few months, since late September, but I took a hiatus. There was a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I got away from it. Should I have? No, I really enjoy doing this. It's relaxing, it's calming. I'm not going to be able to get every single nook and cranny in there when it comes time to paint the robe. I'm going to have to probably lay down my base coat there before I do anything else. So I'll be doing this base coat, and depending on how long this takes for me to get it covered completely, then I'll do the base coat on my robes. Possibly this morning, but I don't think I'm going to work that fast. Oh, got it too close. I'm out of frame. Still working on learning exactly where I've got to position myself at all times to have the best angle. Okay. Onto the back of these ears with my nice goblin green. So as I was saying, I've been going through quite a lot of stuff the past couple of weeks. Past few months, really. Since I picked up the hobby, I've been in flux, in a small state of chaos. That's why I'm doing this, because this helps me zone out and relax and just forget about the worries of the day. And I hope that I can help you at least have momentary calm this morning and any mornings that I do paint. I'm hesitant to go ahead and paint the ears because I'm going to need to blend. I haven't really done any blending before. Not wet blending, so this is going to be trial and error for me when I do it. It looks dry enough for a second coat. Yeah, this is definitely thin enough for base coating. I got really good coverage with my first layer. Vallejo makes good paint. There I go, bumping the camera again. Oh, drop the brush. That could be bad. I'm doing a good job at not trying to lick my brush. I have a habit of licking my brush in between colors once I've rinsed it. That isn't as bad as sucking on the brush during the painting when it has a lot of paint on it, but it's not much better. Go ahead and get a little more paint. Give it a good shake this time. More of a shake. Can you hear my agitator going? Load the brush up with a little water. Yeah, that should be enough water. That's a good mixture right there. It's about the same consistency that I just had. Yeah. Just about a 1-to-1, since this brush holds a lot of water. Now I should use thicker paint up there, even though it would show my brush strokes. I could go over and smooth it so some of this detail from the printer would be obscured. That would probably be a decent idea. But at the same time, nah. I made my decision. I'm painting a little vigorously since I'm getting bubbles. Not bad. Oh, I could go ahead and paint his little hands too. These little fingers are a pain. It's the little details that count, right? Yeah, I think I'll need another coat to smooth that out up at the on the head. I think my paint's not thin enough. Might as well go ahead and thin this down some more. There we go. I've got cats meowing outside my door. I wish this would focus a little bit better on the scene in front of me, but I don't have a better camera for this. I'd feel petty asking for donations, but if anyone's watching the stream and feels generous and wants to help me improve the quality, your assistance, your feedback, everything is welcome. Got some bubbles in my paint. I think that's to do with the texture on the sculpt. Having to relearn how to check chat just instinctively because I've been out of the game for so long. It's not built into my instincts again yet. So I'm looking over once in a while, realizing, oh, I haven't checked chat. Whoops. We're looking pretty good now. I think my little hands are dry enough for me to put a second coat on. If anyone's wondering why I'm wearing these sleeves, it's because I'm actually allergic to my cutting mat, which I did not know until I was painting. And it's not like a major allergy. I don't break out in hives immediately or anything, but after a few days I noticed I had some bumps all along my elbows, right here, where my arms rest on the table edge. At first I didn't know what would have caused that. I was confused. I was like, wait, what in the world would cause me to break out like that? Then I was sitting here and I put my elbows on the table and it clicked. I'm allergic to this cutting mat. So I got these sleeves to eliminate that issue. So far they worked out really well. And they keep my arms nice and cool while looking pretty great. It's a galaxy octopus. I'll have to let this dry for a minute. Check the color scheme for his. It's a leather brown. Should be the closest. I'll need more than that, but for right now, we'll call that good. Now, is that a good color match? Or do I need to lighten that? I need to lighten it a little bit with something. Bone white. Yeah. I'll put a little bone white in there, that'll help out a lot. A good few minutes of this stream are just shaking paint. Okay, let's get mixing. Perfect. Nailed it. Some water, thin this down. Gonna have to blend a whole lot more than that, but it's a good starting spot. Okay, is this thin enough? Yeah. Now thin it a little more. Just be on the safe side. Perfect. Do my broad strokes. Maybe I thinned it a little much. Go ahead and put a little more paint in there. Yeah, that's good. I'll do the edges last, since I'll have to do a lot of cover up on this. We're in the final 5 minutes though, folks. Getting pretty close to the end of the morning stream. I wish I could stream more than 30 minutes at a time, but that's all my day allows for my morning relaxation. I didn't get any tea. Ah, oh well. Can't remember everything all the time. That's a pretty major relaxation point though. The tea helps calm. It's a big bubble I need to get rid of there. That paint does not want to dry. I'm putting it down with such broad strokes. I can imagine that it would take forever to dry. But it looks like we're actually coming up on the very end of the stream. It's the end of my painting for the morning. I don't want to stop. Okay. I hope that this is a great way to start your morning, because it is a great way for me to start mine. I want everyone out there to know, regardless of where you are, regardless of what you're going through, there are always people that are there for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later.